Step 9. Making your Godfather offer. So using the Godfather strategy you create, which is basically to make an irresistible offer to your prospect that they simply can't refuse. And this is where 99% of people get it wrong, you know? They don't have an irresistible offer. They have a resistible offer. This needs to be compelling and so convincing that, you know, it makes people kind of so that they can sleep at night and they're just, you know, tossing and turning until they buy the products and services that you've actually got. So it really needs to strike a chord and be so compelling that it will really stop them in their tracks. And some tips on how to do that is to make sure that it's clear and easy to understand. Do not make it vague, not vanilla. It can be an ordinary offer that has that person just saying like, so what at the end of it, right? It needs to be like, how can they offer this? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, there's so much value in it. There's so much intrigue that I can just stop. I have to accept that offer. Another thing is to stack the value up on it, where it's like, you know, you're not generally having a price attached to it, so it's generally free or very low ticket price point, where, you know, you have people questioning to how is this possible to deliver so much value for such low price or for free. Then the other thing is it must be concise. Don't make it some long-winded 500-word thing. You know, you need just to sum it up so it's just one sentence and you can clearly articulate it to your audience. And ultimately, it has to be persuasive, right? A Godfather offer, in its DNA, it's the most persuasive of all other offers that possibly exist. So you really need to kind of make it as irresistible as possible. Think about other things that you can stack on to just make it ridiculous. Step 10, add bonuses. So think of anything that you can kind of add on to that core offer that, you know, would be like a sweetener and add even more value to really just kind of, you imagine that person's just on the edge of buying and you want to keep throwing bonuses at them until they just finally push them over to the edge. So think about any other additional thing that might already be part of the core service that you do, but you know, you haven't splintered it off and kind of illustrated that it could be an extra bonus. And whatever they are, kind of list out all those bonuses and then just add them to that core offer as a PS or as a bonus to even add further more value. An example of a bonus might be a PR consultant, and you might be offering, you know, a free kind of consultation, and as a bonus, you'll do like a PR audit to their brand name and what is it, and you put even a dollar value attached to that and say you usually charge $197 for it, but you'll be including it for free in the consultation as an added bonus. Step 11, stack the value. So this is where you really want to think of all the different benefits that your service provides, and you just want to stack them on top of each other. You want to stack those bonuses, you want to stack the core offer where you're just, you know, bundling up that value where it's just irresistible. So a great way to do that is itemizing all the different value points and even putting a price point next to it. And then saying like, usually, and then putting a combined total value on that, and then showing them how much it would be as to buy these things separately or to get all these usually in the marketplace all separately. And then just say something like, you know, you won't be paying any of that today. and this is what you'll be paying, or this offer will be for free. So just really stacking all the value points that there possibly is throughout the whole page and summarizing that as a little mini bomb, whereas they just see it all in one place and they're just like, wow. Step 12. And now this really leads on from the past point in step 11, where we're talking about stacking the value. Right now, you've got all those points laid out with a superficial price next to them. And it moves on where it says you won't be paying that, and that's when you reveal what your real price is. And after you've stacked that value and brought it in up so high, it really goes on to a transaction that takes place where value exceeds price, right? So in their mind, you've built the value so high and that they're expecting to be certain amount of dollars. And then you come in and say, but you won't pay that. And this is what the real price is. Or it's free today. Whatever it might be, it's where you kind of reveal that price in conjunction with just kind of stacking the value. And it really makes that price point seem like a no-brainer and seems it to be an irresistible value for your prospects. When I say reveal your price, what I'm meaning here is where obviously got a landing page and we're consultants, right? And in order for a sale to take place, it involves us getting on the telephone and speaking to somebody, okay? So what I really mean is that we're gonna be really kind of pitching that initial consult. And we do definitely want to apply a dollar value next to that consult. Just saying it's a free consultation and not putting any dollar value attached to it, there's not gonna be any perceived value around that. So you might be a PR consultant ordering an audit or putting together, a PR blueprint or how they can blow their brand up. You need to say that usually that would be $997 or $400 or whatever the price point that you feel is really fair estimate of the value that they are going to be getting. And then say that it's free. So we're not talking about selling e-commerce products on this page. We're just kind of, pre-framing and really kind of selling that consult. Step 13, inject scarcity. Now, scarcity is a proven technique to get people to act, right? When things are limited, that's when people are really gonna take action. If you just say that you have a free consultation and it's free forever, then what's the motivation for someone to take action right now? And if there is no motivation for them to take action now, when do you think they will take action? The answer is never, right? So if someone's gonna put things off, it's just never gonna happen. So when we inject scarcity, that also prompts people to just kind of make an action and take action right now. So, you want to use words like the doors are closing, or, there's 5 consults left, or we're offering these consultations for free just this month. We've got a new team member and we've got more capacity, or whatever it might be. You need just to prove them that this is a limited offer and it is scarce and that it won't be around forever and that they need to take action right now. Step 14, give a powerful guarantee. So powerful guarantees, what they do is they remove any resistance to purchase something. And you might be thinking, look, I don't have a guarantee, or I don't want to offer a guarantee. You need to understand the importance of having a guarantee in some way, shape, or form. And the way that I always like to pose it to people is, okay, so I hired you as a consultant and I used your services and I wasn't happy in 30 days. How would you treat that problem? And in most instances, they say like, oh, I would keep working with you until you were happy. Or I would give you X amount of refund. Or, I would keep charging until this, or until we achieve this desired outcome that you wanted to. And that is a guarantee. That's a satisfaction guarantee. Or if you give them the money back, that's a money back guarantee. So you need to put them to work, right? That really makes it a no-brainer for them. And they know that their desired outcome is guaranteed, or that you'll keep working for them for free until you reach that desired outcome. And this is why it's really important to offer it, because it will remove any resistance to make that sale. Step 15, the call to action. So this is really important. Don't ask them to take action. Tell them to take action, right? You want to be the leader. You want to just lead them and just tell them, this is what I want you to do next. So go ahead and book in your 60-minute free consultation and I'll speak to you shortly. So as I said, right, a consultant, in order to make a sale, it involves us getting on the telephone and speaking to people. So that's the only call to action that you really want to have, is basically facilitating someone that's going to have an end in the phone call and end in you getting on the phone with somebody to further go through a little bit of a problem analysis with them and then show them that you've got the solution. So you want to make that really bold. You want to include your call to actions throughout your landing page, and you don't want to ask them to do it. You just want to tell them to go ahead and book in right now. Step 16, the warning. So a warning is really, really good because after you've done your call to action and they like sitting there and they might be thinking at this stage, they'll be probably sitting on the part of your page and just waiting there for a moment and giving it some thought after you've told them what to do. And then you kind of again want to kind of think, okay, cool, I've just read all that. There's a call to action there. And then you want to warn them, what would happen if they didn't take action? Do you know what I mean? These spots are limited. And once they're gone, right? We're not gonna have them every month, or once they're fully booked, they're gone and you won't be able to book in again. Or this is something that we're trialing over the next month, and then after we're just gonna be paying for these consultations. So you really need to kind of put a little bit of like a jab to get them to take action again. After they've read through your whole landing page, they've, seen the call to action, we're gonna finish with that warning, okay? Step 17, close with a reminder. So this is where you have a PS copy at the very end of the page, and this is the third most read piece of content on the entire landing page. And basically what its job to do is in no more than a paragraph, it just basically summarizes all the benefits that you've made claims to in that landing page. Having the warning and creating that scarcity and then telling them to take that action that you're asking them to do. Now, the action item for this video is once you've gone through my step-by-step secret selling system and you've created your landing page, share it in the community, share it in our social, and let us other consultants kind of wade in and all celebrate this landing page that you've just created.